How much will the Samsung Galaxy S26 cost when it finally hits the market next year? That's the question everyone's asking, and thanks to early reports and leaks, we already have some solid clues, and the good news is, it probably won't be more expensive than before. Let's start with what we already know. Samsung has been pretty consistent when it comes to flagship pricing over the past few years. The Galaxy S23, S24, and S25 all launched at familiar prices, with only the Galaxy S24 Ultra getting a $100 bump. So if we follow that trend, it's safe to say the Galaxy S26 lineup will stick close to the same pricing. That means the base model could start at $799, the Galaxy S26 Plus at around $999, and the S26 Ultra at $1,299. So far, so good, right? But there are a few reasons this might change. First, Samsung is making some major changes behind the scenes. The biggest one? The return of Exynos. For long years, Samsung's in-house processor is coming back, and not just for select regions. Reports say even the Galaxy S26 Ultra will feature the new Exynos 2600 chip, at least in some markets. This could be a huge cost-saving move for Samsung because it won't have to buy as many Snapdragon chips from Qualcomm if Samsung manufactures more of its own chips. It can cut down on production costs. That's a strong reason to believe that prices might stay the same or possibly even get more competitive. But at the same time, things aren't that simple. Apple recently increased the price of the iPhone 17 Pro by $100, mainly due to better RAM and larger storage options. And when Apple raises prices, it gives Samsung the freedom to do the same. After all, these two companies constantly watch each other's moves. If Apple can sell a premium phone for more money, Samsung might think, why not us? If a price increase does happen, it will almost certainly affect the Galaxy S26 Ultra, not the regular or Plus models. That's because the Ultra is where Samsung always introduces its most advanced hardware, and this year's upgrades sound quite expensive too. One of the biggest rumored changes is a privacy display. On the Galaxy S26 Ultra, imagine a screen that hides what you're viewing from people sitting next to you, perfect for keeping your chats or documents private in public. It sounds futuristic, but it also sounds costly. If Samsung really adds this kind of advanced display, the Ultra might end up a bit pricier than before. Then there's the camera. The S26 Ultra is expected to come with a wider aperture, which means it can let in more light and capture better low-light photos. The trade-off? A slightly larger and more protruding camera module. While a wider aperture alone might not raise the price significantly, every small hardware improvement adds up when building a flagship device. And let's not forget, Samsung seems to be cleaning up its lineup too. Reports suggest the Galaxy S26 Edge has been cancelled altogether. The S25 Edge didn't perform as well as expected, and even though the S26 Edge was rumored to get a redesign with a larger camera island and bigger battery, Samsung decided to drop it entirely. That could be a sign the company is refocusing on its core models, and maybe keeping things simpler and prices stable in the process. So where does that leave us? Based on everything we know so far, the most likely scenario is that Samsung keeps the same price tags as before. The Galaxy S26 at $799, the S26 Plus at $999, and the S26 Ultra at $1,299. It's a safe bet, and it aligns with Samsung's history of maintaining stable prices while refining features year after year. Of course, nothing is confirmed until Samsung officially announces the lineup. But if these leaks are accurate, buyers can breathe a sigh of relief. Next year's Android flagship might bring big improvements, a new chip, better cooling, upgraded cameras, and possibly a privacy display, without asking for more of your wallet. So, what do you think? Should Samsung keep the same prices, or is a small increase fair for all these upgrades? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates on the Galaxy S26 series as we get closer to launch.